Hello and welcome to the Festival of Media Global in Rome. One of the really key strands of content so far in day one has been the future of the media agency. Where does this organisation go over the next decade? And I'm delighted to say that joining me is John Taylor from ZenithOptimedia, who has been absolutely discussing this on stage just now. One of the interesting points you made is that people who've been in the industry for a long time actually find their roles more interesting now than they did when they started. I mean, that's not always true, let's face it, in our careers. So why do you think people are really energised by what's happening?
I think because we have the chance now to access so many new areas. Traditionally media was about planning and buying with a relatively limited amount of information available about consumers from a limited number of media owners, and it was all about the deal and the way that was done. That was how media started in the first place. As time has gone on, the role of media agencies has really changed dramatically. So we're much more fundamental now to the whole business of our clients, and we're connecting with so many different groups of people, so many specialists, so many tech companies, so many consumer insight people, creative agencies. So we now feel that we're very much at the hub of an awful lot of the things that are going on, and there's something new to learn every day.
Yeah, and with that obviously comes, you mentioned the need for new talent to come into the businesses from different places involving different specialisms.
Yeah.
How difficult is it keeping the identity of an agency when you've got so many different types of people coming in?
I think you've got to have something which defines you as an agency. I think that's why having a positioning and a proposition which you believe in is very important. That's why the ROI agency has been very important for us, because if you put the client first, if you think about the essence of what we do is about delivering the best return that we can, then it doesn't matter, in a way, how broad or narrow, how it changes, how the specialisms change, because if you keep that as your focus, in the end you'll keep that same spirit and that same idea of what you want to do. So media agencies have to adapt, but they need to have some kind of bedrock on which to build their offer.
Yeah, and that bedrock, presumably part of it is delivering better, more effective, more interesting creative work for their clients. The hub of it, there's a lot of talk about technology and about data, but that's what it comes back to, isn't it?
I think it's about powerful communications, powerful and effective communications. And I think at the moment, the thing which is really driving this is to find standout content. So great creative work, great content which connects with people at the right time and it gets a message across. But this is a moment in time. And increasingly what's going to happen is that marriage of technology with content is going to alter the kind of messages that we're putting across. So imagine a Uber all world where everything is connected together, where we're thinking more about utility than entertainment. Yeah. So it may be that the kind of content that we're developing in the future is less about entertainment, more about utility. And that's quite interesting. It's one of the reasons why we're very clear in our point of view that you shouldn't own content, because if you own it, that's what you sell. Whereas if you have a view that utility is better than entertainment for a client, then you go out and you create that specifically on their behalf, and it's likely to be more powerful.
Okay, and finally, really, how are you enjoying the festival so far? I mean, what are your favourite moments or interesting speakers that you found?
Yes, well, I think that Steve Allan broke into my room last night. I can share that with you. And I was slightly alarmed. I was shocked. I went to bed quite early because I was getting up to go running. And I had this terrible nightmare that Steve Allan was in my room. And I dismissed it, obviously, as a nightmare. What I found is he'd stolen my script this morning, and that he presented that this morning. So I had to rather change what I was going to say by the time I got on stage. Yeah. No, it's fantastic. I've really enjoyed it. I think that I think you can tell the way that the media business is moving on every year, because you see that the topics are changing so much. So fascinating session on programmatic. Programmatic has been something which has got a bit of a bad rep in recent times, but I think people are starting to recognise that this is going to be a fantastic machine, an engine for the future in the way we use it. There's some the work that has been produced. I know some of the judges have been saying to me, probably stronger than ever. So I think it's it's great.
Fantastic. Well, thank you very much. You're very welcome to be here, and I hope you enjoy the rest of the festival.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.